This is a huge deal. It's a big, bad, ugly mess of a deal. That's what it is. It's bad blood now on both sides. It's what I've thought for about a year now.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have a sad end to it.
It is.
A sorry end to it. Because, to your point, a hype video, it even had a quick shot of some like third-string fullback I'd never heard of working out. What? And then one of the executives tweeted, "It was just an oversight, trust me." Now, I don't trust you.
No,
sorry.
I don't. Sorry.
Maybe if Jerry had, on his radio gig, had said, "Look, we just screwed up," maybe I'd almost believe that, but just almost. And now let's look at the other side of this. Dak Prescott, for a fact, followed and unfollowed your historical arch rival within the NFC East, the Washington now football team, who used to be that nickname that I grew up with.
Right.
And it was the game twice a year, every year.
Right.
The game. Mm-hmm. It was the one everybody circled twice on the schedule, home and away. Well, you don't do that unless you're trying to send a message to Jerry Jones. Well, you dare me, maybe I'll go there. They need a quarterback.
Right.
Okay?
He already went with your rival. You would Corey, he would Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, and what really just burns me about this is, you know that Jerry feels empowered now because of what just happened to Jared Goff and what is happening to Carson Wentz.
Correct.
Because one just got traded and the other one, it sounds like, is imminent to be traded. He is on the block, on the edge of the block. He's about to fall off the trade block into another team's locker room.
Yes.
And it's pretty shocking on both counts because those two teams did give in and give those guys money quickly.
Right.
When their windows opened, they both got their money.
Right.
So both teams are facing huge amounts of dead cap money. Mm-hmm. And yet both blew up in their faces for different reasons. We get it. But Jerry, I'm sure, is sitting back with his arms folded right now saying, "I told you so. You can't overreact to these things." And what have I said about Dak Prescott from the start? I am his biggest fan, but I will tell you this. I am a bigger fan of the Dallas Cowboys than I am of Dak Prescott. So I want the right thing to happen in the right way for the right amount of money. And I keep telling you, it's what have you done for me kind of lately, because over his last 17 starts, Dak Prescott is 6-11. That's not all his fault. That has something to do with the bad defense and beat up offensive line, but still 6-11, and we've been through it. You, down the stretch last year in the last 13 games, you gave him 7 Fs for his performance. Okay, I got it. Jerry got it, but remember, it got reported by Charles Robinson of Yahoo that after the first 3 games, remember, Jerry said publicly after the opening game, we're going back a year ago, we are imminent to have a deal done. Well, that means they agreed verbally on the money. They got to cross the T's and dot the I's. And then, again, to Charles Robinson, he said after those first 3, and you said there was garbage opponents, and they were bad teams, Dak put up huge numbers, and yet the number that he was asking for suddenly got huger. And once you do that to Jerry Jones, jerk that rug out from under him in any kind of a negotiation, you got problems because he doesn't get mad. He's going to get even.
Well, Skip, Dak is in a great position because he knows there are a lot of teams out there that's looking for a quarterback.
I'm sure
he says, okay, Jerry can just solve this problem. He can just let him walk and go into the market and get you another quarterback. Let that one walk. Give up first-round draft picks. Go get you a quarterback and let somebody else pay it.
Well, I'm starting to think maybe he's on the trading block and we don't know it yet.
He can't. He's a free agent. You can't trade him.
Well, can you do it before the
he has to
tag?
sign.
I mean,
he would have to sign. He would have to sign the franchise tag.
He would have to sign the tag. Okay, so the window opens on, let me get this
third day of the new year.
Okay, it's February 23rd, and then you have until March the 9th to re-tag him, which would be the $38 million tag. But to your point, he would have to accept the tag.
Right.
Okay. Well, maybe if there was some deal worked out, maybe that he knew about, maybe he would accept it. Okay, I'm going to go there for this.
Right.
But obviously,
I don't do it. You know why? He said, why would I accept the trade to help y'all so y'all can get draft picks? No,
maybe not.
Just release me. Because clearly you don't think I can play. So how about
obviously it's impossible to release Dak Prescott because your option is Andy Dalton?
Why do you care? He can't play. You don't believe in him, so it does not matter whether you have a replacement. You don't believe in him. Skip, don't worry about what I do if I'm going to go find somebody else. You don't want me, so why do you care if I find somebody else?
No, they want him, but not at Mahomes or Deshaun money.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.